Okay, guys, we've just started the stream here on YouTube. FYI, you're welcome to continue with all your stories in the background. I'm just going to speak over you sometime. Okay, I'll try and mute myself when you guys want to talk. Okay, so I haven't done this in a while. I feel kind of like I'm home, but I'm not home. Kind of like in a different place. So just bear with me if things go cockeye and haywire. So we'll take it as it comes. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the stream here on Discord because of resources. So if you guys don't mind, can you join me on YouTube?
Sure, Nico.
All right, yeah, we don't want to mess up all the resources and then. So we'll give the guys a minute or so to pop around. There you go. All right. Okay. So, guys, in short, I'm going to fly the 182 from A2A in P3D, and we're going to fly from Yellowstone to Bozeman and then on to Glacier Park, I think was the next stop. This is part of my Orbx tour. I have not flown this in many, many months. I started more than a year ago to do this tour, all the way from the south to the north. We started in San Diego. We're going to end up in Juneau in Alaska. And I never get to really do this. So I think today's one of those days we just got lucky and we're going to do it. So there we go. Let's see. Yellowstone Airport. Our aircraft is parked somewhere there, and the guys were laughing at the way this little man is walking, but it is what it is. So we're just going to walk over to our aircraft over there. Looks like decent weather. There's no wind, nothing. I've got P3D, active sky for P3D running, and there's no weather to speak of here.
Has this guy got one leg shorter than the other?
No, this is Linda. This is definitely high heels.
Oh, it's Sandy. I'm telling you, he's wearing boots. I don't know. It's just one of those things.
The kids sort of like pretending to be riding one of those, the pole with the horse on.
Yeah. It sounds like it. Or looks like it, sorry. So there you go. This is our ride for today. It is a little bit smaller than the Zebo. I'm not going to go do all the pre-flights and all. I went through some of the checks earlier and it looked reasonable. It looked like it was working. One of the things with this aircraft is if you don't use it for a while, it actually builds up all kinds of nonsense and then it doesn't want to work so cool. So I did not do that final test to start the engines. We'll see just now. So
Just ought to turn it over and get the oil going around the engine again. Then
yeah, we're going to have to try a couple of those things. Right, so the parking brake is set. It's just so dark you can't really see it. All right. Just quickly check the hangar. So it says it's in a beautiful shape. Check, see. Happens. Well, seems fine. Fuel seems fine. We're not going to fly that far this time, so should be okay. Nice and cold. Oh, that might be the case.
Never used Sim Toolkit Pro with anything other than the Z-boat, but presumably it's perfectly good for any aircraft.
I suppose.
You know, for route planning and what have you. But
Yeah.
it just did cross my mind. You said it's very cold, and are we at altitude here as well?
Well, yeah, we at just over 6,500 feet, and I've just realized I might lose you guys for a second here, but my controls are set up for the NGX, so I need to quickly figure this one out. Sorry, guys, for the black screen on the stream, but it doesn't look like we're broadcasting this side of things. Controls, access assignments. That is throttle. Color. And mixture. That's throttle. Mixture. Okay, is it calibrated? Is it set up? That's the other thing. No point in getting to a place and we can't use it properly. Calibrations. Oh, it's better. Right, so let's try again. There's the fuel rising, so that should be fine. Do this, the quarter open. Like we didn't prime it enough or something. Let's do it again. There we go. That's better. Right.
Nico, on Vansim, the procedures like request IFR clearance and all that nonsense is the same, isn't it?
Exactly the same. Pull that a little bit. Right, so what we can do is we can actually see on the screen that it is now warming up a little bit. You can see the fog's clearing. If it's this one, it's already open. Yeah, that's all good. Make sure we've got the oil turning, eh?
TOS system test OK.
click it, double click it. So freaking cold.
Have something to do with the time of year.
Oh, of course, of course. Oh, it says cabin is nice.
Julia, well, I know it's nothing to do with P3D, but my zebra was parked at overnight temperature was dropped. When I got in the cockpit this morning, even though I'm on the ground, you know, it has given up. But with the cockpit windows were all misted up,
Nice.
I had to put on the Windows E2 to clear it.
Awesome. There we go. Cabin is nice and steady, so that has happened. Right, I'm just going to continue taxiing that way and then take off, I think. Let's go straight, yeah, turn around, take off from 01. There is, where's the wind? 0, nothing. Alright, I hope everything else is calibrated and working. Let's see. The runway, okay, so it's the next one up, it is still a taxiway. It's so funny, my tiller in the Zebo is my throttle here. I'm pushing it and turning it and I'm not going left and right. Oh man, muscle memory is a problem. since I've not been able to figure out with the honeycomb yoke is how to make it work in P3D. I downloaded the software, I stared at it for a few minutes and I just gave up. I can't see any logic in it. So I can't use my buttons on the yoke. Not right now anyway. I'll have to figure that one out still. This is one of those aircraft Mac. If there's carbon on the spark plugs, you pick it up quickly here. They actually simulated if there's anything wrong with the magnetos, you pick it up here. So it's imperative to do these tests.
No, it's perfectly. Well, it's nice to see that sort of nearer realism.
Very nice.
Nature yoke movement to use on Zemo. Discard. CWS.
I'm not sure what you're asking. Say again, Reggie.
In the tablet, yoke movement.
Oh no, put it to off. Put it to off.
Off. Okay.
Go, Paul. Almost a year later. Oh, you know what? We did one flight in between. Now I'm almost lying, but I mean, yeah. So if this goes well, then we must do it every Sunday. Just finish it and get it over with now.
Well, this is the rare time you get to go on holiday.
Yeah.
The Bozeman's holiday.
Does the engine sound good for you guys on YouTube?
I'll change headphones.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
I don't know. Can you put it off for a while to see what the difference is?
Now you shouldn't hear anything in a few seconds. Thanks, Timothy and Olaf. I'll restore it just now. Right, that's where you said it was perfect. I hope it's still perfect. Guys, if it's a problem, please let me know. If it's perfect, you don't have to answer again. Then we just assume that I did it, put it in the correct place again.
Running you on the Mac for top quality.
Awesome. Thanks, Owen, and thanks, Leroy, as well.
Nico, do you know if there's a way to get ATIS from VATSIM, like on their web eye? Just the only ATIS I can get is an actual frequency to listen in.
No, if that is ATIS, but if you want a METAR, as far as I know, you can type .METAR space ICAO code, just send it in the send box, and then it will send it back to you. Then you get a METAR for the actual airport, but not ATIS. ATIS is only playable when there is an ATC guy.
Yeah, I can hear the ATIS. Okay, .METAR and then what? Slash ICAO?
No, space. The ICAO
Oh,
code.
space. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I want to show you guys this. We might have to change the volume now. Listen to this. I forgot I could put on my headset. Now it's a bit muffled. I hope it's still okay. Now you guys have to tell me again on YouTube, please, if it's still working for you. Otherwise, we revert back to without the headset.
No, that sounds as if you've got your headset on. That sounds all right.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that. It's actually better on my ears. This side, it was whining a bit in my ears.
Is this just the default aircraft, or is there any add-on enhancing it?
The GTN 750 is the enhancement to the default aircraft.
Okay.
The 650 and 750, see there.
So just that AirAC is outdated, presumably then.
Yes, yeah. This is from September 19, I think. Because it runs off the Garmin trainer. I was laughing the other day. I think it was on VATSIM's Facebook page. Somebody asked, can you update the GTN 750 database? And they all said no. And then one guy comes up, the Russians can. That was so funny, the Russians can. In other words, I think he's referring to a pirate website somewhere.
Yeah, there used to be a place you could go to get it, but it must be more closed than it used to be.
Leroy, I'm lifting it a little bit for you. Shout if it's a problem. I've just lifted it about 2 decibels now. We'll see. Like you're broadcasting me, by the way.
I was trying to say to you, there is another way of getting up-to-date AirAC data for you as well.
Yeah. Tell me.
That's those that have the official aircraft program.
Yeah, sure. You
If
can.
actually
Yeah, if you purchase it, you can. But I don't know what the cost is, and apparently it is significant. Thanks, Leroy. Mac, I don't know what the subscription cost is. That's the only thing.
Oh, it's exorbitant. It really is. I mean, it's real world monies you're talking about for real world activity. It's way beyond the Floyd Simmers pocket. unless of course you're a millionaire.
In that case, Nico's buying it tomorrow.
I'm thinking about it, Anthony. And that, children, is what it looks like. Fly P3D. Timothy, I'm glad, man. I'm really glad if you find value in that woman. You see, it's my explain shortcuts coming through there. So the air is very lively, it's not stable. If I let go of the yoke just a tad too much, look, it just wants to go one way, moves quite a bit. So Paul,
Yeah.
how about explaining the Bernoulli effect for us? Kind of like the old days.
Fluid dynamics. Well, short of getting the maths out, there's not. It's difficult to explain. Well, to be honest, you know, when I first started to think about what keeps an aeroplane in the air, most of the explanations are nonsense. This idea that faster air has a lower pressure, it's not really what's going on. And I had to read up about fluids in pipes and stuff like that to actually understand it. So I understood it when I was reading it, but if you asked me to do it again now, I'd be stuck.
No worries, no worries. I'm actually just asking, for old time's sake. Some of the guys here are new, they won't know what it's about. Me and Paul had a whale of a time in the beginning. That's how we got to know each other. Paul used to sit here on a Sunday afternoon and watch me fly this aircraft across the US. You know, we became big friends there.
Is it because of the...
I recommend Bernoulli equation first.
Okay.
Check Bernoulli.
Hakan, we're just kidding. We don't really want the thesis now. I was just kidding. But I know what you're saying. Thank you.
Sorry,
No, we're just kidding, man. No, we're just
I
kidding.
understood. God makes the airplane fly. Then.
Yeah, God makes the airplane fly. Done. That's how it works. Magic.
This is
And the technician would say half rho V squared plus rho GH plus P is constant.
not yet,
Because-
not exact.
Because of the shape of the wing, it's very easy. The wind over the wing needs to take a longer path than beneath the wing, and because it takes a longer path over the wing, it goes faster. Because it goes faster, when you put it in that formula, the pressure goes down.
Yes,
That easy.
but
very easy.
I know very powerful source for beginners for that. FAA's page. If I find the same sources, I can share with you. Let me check.
There's another theory, the DSTM theory.
What
Don't
is
slow
that?
down. Don't slow down too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the other one. Oh, how does that go? Can I think about it?
Taking off is optional. Landing is obligatory.
No. Fuel equals lift. You know, it's like the only time you have too much fuel on board is when you're crashing. But otherwise, fuel is lift.
Yeah, we're interested in people on the stream to know that this is what Hakan actually does for a living.
Yeah.
Keeping aircraft up in the air
Look at that
with
updraft.
the wings.
Yeah, look at that updraft. Just all of a sudden, up.
Yeah, I saw that.
I do have an exercise for you, Nico, next time.
Mm-hmm.
You know when we were in X-Plane the other day and we had all this turbulence instances.
Mm-hmm.
Interested to load up P3D and how it handled it in the same situation.
Oh, can do that one day. For sure. Ah, Christer, hello. Yeah, interesting. I tell you, it's a interesting scenario to fly this sucker now by hand versus just autopilot the whole time, eh?
Last topic. I recommend to read stall angle. Why airplane goes to stall, if you are interested in, by the way.
Thank you, Hakan. Yep.
What is angle of attack, what is stall, etc, etc. Really, I forgot many things related to basics. Really, I see some figures right now. It is really difficult to understand.
No, it was like an air pocket. All of a sudden, there's just nothing. Nose down. There you go.
That's
Feeling.
why it's incredible difficult to fly an airplane upside down, eh, Arco?
Say again, sir.
That's why it is incredibly difficult to fly an airplane upside down.
course, because of aerodynamic forces.
Yeah, it's nearly an impossible situation.
Some airplane give permission to that due to their aerodynamic design. I don't remember exactly which one, but
Well, either it's the aerodynamic design or it's the massive engine, and the power to weight ratio outperforms that problem with
Yeah,
lift.
of course. Yeah.
So you're basically flying a missile. You call it a plane, but it's actually a missile.
Yeah, it's easier to have a laminar stream over your wings.
I can share my thesis with you. You can read that, especially for introduction section. You can understand how an airplane fly easily.
Hakan,
Yes, sir.
put fuel, you start the engine, you go down the runway, you pull back on the stick, it flies.
No, a stupid human risk asked me how airplane flies during the interview. Okay.
Yeah.
I explained exactly like you because he made it. He wanted to make. He wanted to make
Small talk.
fun with,
Mm.
fun with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Even I have been asked when first jet engine is introduced in the world. I said that I am not a historical teacher. I'm an engineer. I said.
Mm.
So it is. This happened in Turkey, by the way. So, you know, these questions can come through to you normal, but you should understand the mimics of interviewers during the interview.
Uh-huh.
You could better understand if you saw them.
Of course.
They were making with me. It is General Electric, but
Mm.
General Electric. It's an American brand. Turks work in American brand and behave to the another Turks stupidly. Interesting.
Aye.
Because some of the people too much love to the United States or some other West countries in Turkey. Unfortunately, there are separations. Some of them love France, some of them love Germans, some of them love the United States.
I think
Because of
Hakan,
First World War.
I think they all just love money, man. That's the whole thing.
Everything is related to money, but I don't belong to any group. I am on the eye. I don't care about the history. I don't care about the First World War.
You just want the job.
Yes, that's it. I am ordinary people, sir. But unfortunately, some people are weak. They want to be a member of some places.
Yeah, it happens all over.
Unfortunately. How I can share my link with you, Nico? I don't want to share anyone else. Maybe
Just
I
send
can
it a private message in Discord.
that you can download from the upper corner.
Okay.
If anyone else wants, I can send as a private message as well.
Yeah, do that, Hakan.
What do you say, Hakan?
Always interested.
My thesis.
You know what my thesis was about, Hakan?
What?
robot.
Really? Ah, are you
A
robotics?
robot laying pipeline.
You a programmer or something different? Are you
Just a
making?
bachelor, Hakan. Just a bachelor.
Ah, you were making robots.
I told you. I was a bachelor, I said. I've told you before.
Up to page 27, you can understand how an airplane is flying. After 27, it is going to detail. Not too much professional, but still good thesis. But by the way, you can understand my English how in the past.
Understand, Hakan.
In 2013.
Can't remember exactly how this autopilot works. I think I got it sorted now. Ah. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Yellow.
Hey, Rosario. Nice to see you on stream.
Irwin, this source is open to public, by the way. There is no secrecy.
Did you do that presentation in Germany? Braunschweig?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Nice.
At DLR. Fortunately, my professor didn't want to take me Sweden back to present my thesis at school. Fortunately, I have presented my
Come
thesis
on.
at DLR, and at the same time I had found job because there was no time. Everything is very close to each other.
Guys,
Yeah, I can imagine that.
guys, my P3D is hung up. I hope it doesn't bomb out now. Then I'm really gonna be annoyed. Ah, there we go. Just hung up there for no reason whatsoever. Back, it's back.
Irvin, last thing, we can change the channel if you want, but last thing for you. In page 30, there is a secret. Excel view is secret. It is not published by DLR, but they gave me some data to build these graphics. It seems abruptly, but it is secret. It is not. It shouldn't be announced exact numbers to the public.
Page 13 or 13?
30.
Yeah, I think
30.
when you guys talk like that, you need to go sit next door because you don't know who's listening, who's gonna watch the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, okay. I said this is last. I will not talk anymore.
Okay, looks like I'm going to make a right downwind for runway 12. Can only imagine that's the airport somewhere over there. airport elevation, according to my information here, is 4,471 feet. So we're going to go down to about 6,500 for the pattern. Maybe a little bit lower because it should be 5.5, right? I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the American way of doing things. We'll take it as it comes. Oh my goodness, hang on a second. Here's the airport. I was looking way beyond it. There's the airport. Oops. Okay, so let's go over it and then we'll do a left circuit back. Oops.
Nico, I found the link I can send you as well.
Now you can send it, put it on a private thing. Yo. Trum, 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 trum.
Did you go cloud base on this morning?
Sorry, Reggie, you broke up there.
Nico, are you doing this flight on P3D?
Yes. Yes, Jacques.
I'll come back later.
Okay. Fix 15 has just been released for Zebo, guys.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I've only-
I'll pop it in the OneDrive just now. We just get on the ground here. I'll see if I can do it with one hand and break something now.
Geez, and I just did a fresh install yesterday with patch 13, if I remember correctly.
He dropped it 6 minutes ago or something like that, I see.
just update.
Do you want me to announce it, Nico, or you can do it?
Yuri's already done it, sir.
What, in pilots?
Yes. I think it's
Thank you.
pilots where I saw it. Just got the notification. Yeah, it's in the Zebo pilots group. Right, it's in the OneDrive as well now, so all good.
Oh, you're going to be suitably surprised, Nico.
Why? I haven't read the README. He didn't send it to me, so open it.
Fix bugs and corrected systems. Add more slots for load stroke save flights. 1 to 8 now.
Okay, awesome.
Why don't I see it in the Zebo Pilots group channel?
No, it's not on Discord, it's on Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook, okay.
Yes.
I don't use Facebook.
It's in my OneDrive now anyway, so either or you can get it from Google or OneDrive. Go a little bit closer.
Thank you, Anthony.
There we go, there's the runway.
Yeah, it's not often you get to download it without having to make a copy, so we're pretty early.
Yeah, it's been only 6 minutes ago. If you use the OneDrive, you don't have to make a copy anyway, so bookmark the OneDrive.
What does LVP enforcement mean?
LVP or LPV?
LPV then, or whatever.
Well, LPV is your
Something about
EGNOS approach. EGNOS or WAS approach. Where do you see that?
I just heard it on VATSIM ATC.
Okay.
Somebody was instructed to take a different
Approach.
holding point onto the runway because of some LPV enforcement or whatever.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what he means.
$500.
I'm getting serious icy conditions here at this airfield.
Which airfield?
Bozeman.
Okay. It's 11 degrees according to active sky and me flying here. wasn't bad.
Lovely. Yeah, the Metal says it's -9.
Thank you, Christer, for that update. Sorry, Paul, what did you say?
I think the Metar at Bozeman says it's -9 at the moment.
So why are we getting 11? Let me have a look, see.
Check the screen printout, dumped.
Mine says 11/-2. Let me have a look, see if my weather is... Oh, my weather is on historical weather, gentlemen. I'm gonna go for live weather now. Sorry about that. I apologize.
Historical. Which year?
Oh, bloody hell, I don't know. It was somewhere, probably in the change of season somewhere. I don't know. I didn't realize that. It's obviously a different version of the active sky than what we use for X-Plane. So I just assumed it was working. I updated it this morning, and I think the update probably set it there. -9. Prachtig. Okay.
Now you can call it cold.
Oh yes. There, look at the temperature there. -8 already just there. Can you guys see there? Okay. Looks like a lovely freaking airport. Wow.
That ice on the windscreen looks terrifying.
Did you see
Yeah,
ice?
I'm staying right here. I'm not moving.
What
I
aircraft?
I can't even see 50 meters down the runway.
What aircraft?
172.
Okay. Which 170? Default.
Gone.
Huh? The default?
2020.
Oh, for 2020. Oh, okay, okay. At least there's no precipitation or anything here. So I mean, why are you getting ice up if there's no
Lots
fog?
of mist.
I don't see it.
I got plenty. Plenty mist.
I think it's missed the correct meter there if you ask
And the
me.
wind is actually blowing it across the runway. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh. Just want to ask directions from these guys, then we go again for the next leg.
So why have you got visibility problems when the current meta for Bozeman is 10 nautical miles and no clouds under 12,000 feet?
I think that's a mistake, but it looks
Yeah.
good. Alright, we've made leg 1, gentlemen. Go for it, Anthony.
You're not online, are you?
Where are you streaming, Nico?
YouTube, sir. Good morning, gentlemen. I see you all wearing your earmuffs. I'm just inspecting here, but I need to know now, how do we get to Glacier Park? Please tell me. All right, I'll ask the tower. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Enjoy your day.
Shirt sleeve weather as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
Breed,
gonna go
breed them
walk too
tough in
far.
Montana.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful, man? Okay, I just want to go grab myself something to drink quickly, and then we're gonna continue. I'm not stopping the stream or anything. I'm just literally
It
gonna
would
grab
close
something.
the door so the heat doesn't get out.
You think so? Cabin is freezing. Sorry, Mac. Put on your mitts. I'll be back. I'll be back then. We'll put some juice in there, and then we fly. The next leg is substantially longer, guys. So I don't expect you guys to stick around the whole time. It's nice to have you here, but just FYI.
No, it's been fun, Nico.
I'll put the autopilot on a bit sooner.
You get cold, are you, Mac?
Well, no, the computers are warming the bedroom up nicely, thank you.
Oh, I thought you were travelling with Nico.
Got your cozy.
Well, according
Give me
to
a little bit of credit.
this, it's an hour and 46 minutes flight. Rosaria, enjoy yourself. We'll talk soon again.
Happened.
Sorry, Reggie.
So the slippers where you put 2 feet in the one hole.
Right, okay. I'll be back. Let me just go grab some cool drink. I'll be back now.
Hello guys, just connected. What's the flight to?
We're just watching Nico stream. He's flying on P3D.
In a 182, we're only doing a little bit of VFR in.
Has anybody reminded him this is a Zebo Discord?
We thought we'd leave that to you, John.
I'll do that when he comes back, sir.
Yeah. You could kick him, I suppose.
I might even do that as well.
I dare you to move him down to Schematics on air and just leave him sat there on his own.
You watch me.
Oh, he is on. We are in live on air. Oh, darn it.
Can still move him somewhere else.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Juliana, how are you, buddy?
Hey, Jordan. You
Good to
okay?
see you. Looks like you're having the time of your life out there with all your sailing.
I come back from the island yesterday. I have to stay in home 10 days, 15 days because I have to make some document with the immigration office. And so I miss my flight simulator. Hello, Nico. How are you?
One of the mods kept moving me to the other channel when I was chatting with you. I didn't even realize I was moved.
You move another channel. I know they have a flight live.
Gentlemen.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Just to remind you, this is a Z-Boat Discord, not a P3D.
I'm in Skymatics. Hold on.
I replaced the same flight yesterday to Manchester.
Yeah.
Hey, Giuliano. Hey, Jordan.
Hey,
Oh, Nico, how are you? Long time.
Long time. Yeah, I'm following you on Facebook. I like all the places you visit, Giuliano.
I know. Sometimes you put like, thank you very much, Nico.
No worries.
I come back home for a few days.
Good
and
stuff.
I miss so much my flight simulator, and today I update everything, and I replace yesterday your flight to Manchester.
Okay.
I try.
Good. Listen, guys, you're welcome to join us downstairs. Just fall in when you're ready.
Yeah, I'll come on over. What are we doing? I hear we're doing some VFR.
Yeah, I'm flying from Bozeman to what on earth do you call this airport?
Glacier Park International.
That's the one. So it's about 1 hour 46 left in this leg that I need to do. It's part of my North American, my Orbx tour. So I'm flying from one Orbx airport to another one,
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you got banished down here to the FBO. while you're away.
You know what? Uncle John says this is a Zebo server, obviously referring to the Discord. But I've got my own schematics channel. Yeah, I can do there what I want. So anyway, gents, we'll talk later.
You
Come.
own it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Guys, come join us if you're ready. I'm gonna start up. Juliana, you're welcome to join us.
Thank you. I
Okay.
follow.
Okay. Right, so here we go. I'm back, guys, and I'm going to start setting up the aircraft. Look at my windshield now. Ooh.
I'm having problems taking off.
Well, I'm gonna see what the hell happens now. Otherwise, I switch the weather off.
Can't pick up enough speed. Had to abort.
Ouch, that's not good news. We'll see what happens now. I think what I need to do. Come on, if I can just get this thing to fire up, at least we'll see what happens. So. Oh, you know what I didn't do? This is not cheating, but whatever. Can't die along the road because you don't have fuel, right? Okay, my cabin is warming up.
System test okay.
Unknown waypoints. Let's see.
I've installed this Joy to key. Now every time I press my brakes, it presses the button to talk on Discord.
And you need to change it. Wow, it's dropped a lot of waypoints. You see what happens with this GPS, guys, is every time you import a flight plan, but let's say like men are over there, that waypoint, there might be another one somewhere else on the globe as well, and because it doesn't know which one to choose, it kicks it out. So now it's up to me to go insert the freaking things again. Oh, this thing is rattling, riddled the thing here because of the cold day. Look at this panel. Right, which was the next one we did? Spelling incorrect. Backspace. Kussary. It's not is it? Elena? Yes, it is. Last one. That's runway 12 is anyway still active. Okay. Okay. Windows, doors. We're okay. Just gonna drill down a little. Let's go. Anthony, I hope I've got more luck than you. Are you guys still here?
I mean,
Yeah.
Alright.
You.
Oh, I'm on the way with my first VETSIM flight.
Hey.
How is it? Very busy. Really, I'm doing the same flight that I did earlier today, Manchester to Brussels. And Manchester Airport, loads of aircraft. But communication is very clear. In fact, I think it's also much louder than Iveo. I had to turn it down to like 30% or something.
My Iveo is tremendously loud. I turn it down to like 5% every time I'm on it.
Yeah, mine isn't. It's full, 100% volume. And most of the time, I can hear the people clearly, though. Some people are very loud.
Check by your taskbar in your audio settings in the specific slider related to that app, that altitude app. You must check what's happened there. It sounds like it's been reduced there.
I think I did have a look at that before.
Right, well, gentlemen, I think I'm ready. No, that's the wrong one. That one we definitely need.
Yes, Celsius.
Oh, you're breaking up, Jaco. Right, let's go. See if I can get airborne now. Will be interesting.
So what do people who have a hearing problem do actually when they want ATIS information, like what runway is in use and something on VATSIM, if you can only hear it and not read it anyway?
You should be able to use .meter space IKO as well, or .wx. I don't know. You can Google the dot commands. It's all there.
Yeah, I got the METAR information, but that didn't include the runway in use.
Yeah, it won't. Use your STKP map and click on the guy. It should also tell you the same. Or otherwise you're going to have to go to VATSPy or one of these. It should give you the same functionality as WebEye.
Yeah, I'm on SimAware, which is the map for VATSIM, like WebEye. But I don't see any information.
No, that one doesn't have it. That's not the official one anyway. So no, go to VATSPy or one of the others. Wow, she is sluggish, but I'm up. Wow.
Okay, Negan, try and explain to me why it's sluggish.
Mac? You really want to do that to me on a Sunday afternoon? Oh, I don't know. Let's think about it logically. I mean, we are at freezing temperatures. The air is probably very thick. The engine performance is not what it's supposed to be. I don't know. You probably know better than me.
Well, the only thing I would have said that the major element of it can only be is the aircraft portraying icing at all. Because engine performance-wise, you should be getting good engine power.
I don't know. It's possible that the icing could be a factor.
And the altitude.
Yeah, we're not that high. We're at 4,500 about. So I think ice is definitely a problem. Your density altitude is going to be hell low, so
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Everything to do with cold weather is improving lift characteristics, stroke, and engine performance, and the only thing that could be against you would be aircraft weight or drag. And the only thing that I can think of that create that extra drag or weight is ice.
Okay, there's another one for you now that you've laid it out a little bit more. I think it could be weight because I've got 70% fuel, which is much more than we had earlier. We only had 60% when you took off earlier.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Fair
enough then.
I think that's where the extra weight comes from.
A few passengers on.
I've got 4 packs as well, so all in all, we are heavy.
I would just throwing that out there as conversational.
Of course.
Other than that, if the thrust is reduced because there's ice on the prop, and so it's not pulling as it should, but you'd think that would be shedded pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think
Believe it or not, Paul, you can actually get a build-up of ice on a prop in very cold conditions. And if it's damp, it doesn't throw it off.
Oh, really?
If you look at... Sorry, Marco.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If you think of a lot of aircraft, they've got prop de-icing.
Oh, this one doesn't have prop de-icing. We've basically got pitot heat. That's what we've got for heat.
That's where I was coming from. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's shed off. That's why props, a lot of the turboprop aircraft have all got prop de-icing.
Yeah. One of the things that is significant here for me right now is obviously look at my fuel. Got lots of fuel. Then our cylinder head is warming up nicely, so I've just put the carb heat that lever to the middle so we don't get it too hot and then suffer the other side of the consequences. So that should make it run quite nicely, actually.
That was something you didn't perhaps do, or didn't go through a practice of promoting the engine run-up, temperature checks and everything before you decided to...
Yeah, I didn't necessarily worry about that. I worried about the magnetos and that the engine was running smoothly. I went up to 1800 RPM and then set the mixture and things like that, but I didn't look at temperatures as such. As long as it was in the green, I was happy, but I didn't measure or take note.
Say, as long as you didn't mention about checking the temperatures and everything, but as long as you did it, that's all that matters.
I did.
I was just trying to sort of like quantify and when you said it was sluggish to take off. That was
of course. And I tell you what, it's now recently, since I would say P3D 4.4, that we started noticing things like this. In the past, it was just like FSX, man. You could do what you want. You didn't feel it. You didn't experience it. The weather was just weather. And I tell you what, we were flying one of these legs one day, and I think Jorge was still with us. And I said to him, wow, I can't believe it. This almost feels like explain weather now. It is actually something you can feel. You can feel there's a difference. And I mean, this was notable. This was an absolute noticeable thing that happened. Just want to show you something here. Conditions. Do you see there's a line called conditions? You'll see it in a few seconds. That line, if there's any icing, it will actually tell us there's icing conditions, that we are in icing conditions. So it's saying none. Just FYI.
Yeah, well, given when I looked at the meta for that airfield, there was no clouds below 12,000. I would imagine there's very little moisture in the air.
Yeah. Mac, I want to tell you something. This is an excellent little aircraft. They did an awesome job with this aircraft.
Yeah, I'm not going to say they haven't, Nick. I mean, you're flying it in P3D and you're aware enough of what's a good product and what isn't.
Yeah. Well, I'm basically making a statement. You know, it really is an excellent little aircraft.
The other thing I was going to mention was, you know, the route that you chose. Have you got the latest AirRack in?
Little nav map, yes.
Right. Now remember that the AirRack you're using in your GTN isn't up to date. I was wondering if that would got anything to do with why the route wasn't imported properly.
Mac, no. if it was, it wouldn't have picked up on the manual input of the waypoints. It did find them. So what I've
okay, that's fair enough.
What I found in the past, Mac, is that when this happens, it means that there's a duplicate waypoint somewhere on Earth, and it doesn't know during the import process which one we are talking about. So that's why you have to go and manually specify which one.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
that's just from past experience.
Yeah, I'm on Unicom, which is also 122.8, right?
Yeah,
on Benson.
Yeah, but you can talk there.
Yeah, I just heard people talking. I was like, well, I don't know if did I switch frequency by accident?
No, you can actually broadcast your intentions there.
Nico, are you going to pass to the right of that mountain range?
Let me show you the map. See the map?
Not yet.
Okay, it's coming soon.
Okay. because I don't think I'm getting over that mountain range, not at this rate.
Mhm. Before I started streaming, I did this same tour but in the opposite direction. So I started in Juneau and ended up in San Diego. And then it was like a year or two that passed, and one day I just decided, you know what, it's time to just fly back. And then I think another year and a half has passed since I really, maybe just a year, I'm not sure. Year and a half since I really put effort into it. And then we did one of these legs the other day and the wind was awful and we looked like idiots. Well, I looked like an idiot and felt like one. I'm glad the weather is a bit better and we can actually fly. So I think what I'm going to do for the next 10 Saturdays or so, maybe I'll do one, extra one in the week or something. I'm just going to do some of these so I can finish this tour now once and for all. So, what altitude are you at, Anthony?
Currently at 6,000, trying my best to get to 8.
Okay. Because you're going to need 9,500 to clear the mountains.
I'm going to have to zigzag through the valley. I think I'll follow the river.
Okay, and are you sure your mixture is set correctly?
Yep.
Farming going on here. Anthony. He's a little cloud, looks like a man. Look, he's waving at us.
You really do need a holiday, don't you?
I saw him. I saw him.
Honest.
Yes, Paul. Clouds are coming up. This is that new experimental atmospheric model that B3D is using. So the clouds, everything looks way different than normal. Just FYI. I remember first time in real world I flew at a cloud just like this. I remember thinking, if this was a car and that huge thing was in front of me, I would have swerved out. Can you believe it? Such a silly thought. And I went straight through it and you felt that bump, 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 bump. It's like you go over corrugated iron, one of those sheets. And I was hooked. From there on, I just wanted to go into the clouds.
But you see, that's a wrong thought. Now, if you were to consider, is there any difference between flying into a cloud than flying into a fog bank?
No, nothing. But I'm explaining to you in my silliness as a young student pilot, not knowing any better.
Yeah.
And the instructor sits there and he says, well, let's try it, you know, let's go. You do it and you go,
yeah. But if you think about driving into a fog bank, it's not a problem, is it?
No, it's not. It's not. But I had the silly thought, that's moral of the story, you know. I'm sitting here laughing at myself. This is funny.
Wonderful how memories come back to me.
Yeah.
Coming up to the dam and I'm at 7,600 feet.
Okay, not bad. Canyon Ferry Lake, that's what it's called. It's a huge freaking dam. much friggin' warmer up here than it was down at the floor level, ground level. It's only -5 here.
Well, technically, you're flying closer to the sun, right?
Yes. Good one. I love this little GTN 750, the way that you can move scroll your mouse wheel, you know, and you get the zoom in, zoom out, and some of the functionality is really cool.
Nico?
Yes, Joe.
Hi, good morning or good afternoon.
Yes.
You know, FYI, I'm watching the stream and I'm not getting any sound on YouTube.
You'll have to check it, sir. As far as I know, there's sound going.
Okay, I got it now.
Okay. Thank you. How are you doing, Joe? What are you up to?
I'm just taking a flight in the Zebo. I'm recreating one of the flights that you did yesterday from EGCC to EHEH.
Okay, Eindhoven, yeah. Cool. Did you see there's a version 15 now for Zebo?
Yes, I downloaded it. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm on top of all your videos, so yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to complete my Orbx tour that's been pending for like more than a year. So that's what we are doing right now, and then maybe later I'll go take the Zebo for a spin again.
I see. You're in PD, huh?
P3D, yeah. This is 5.1, the latest version. Thank you, Jordan.
Their stuff is pretty nice, though. You have to admit, you know.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't have the wow factor that the new Microsoft one does, but you know what? This is still a proper simulator that is FAA certifiable if you really wanted to. 2020 isn't even close. I reckon 2020 will take about 2 years to really get to a proper state. It looks cool and all, but for the guys who know better, they know it's just not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I just can't wrap my head around it. I just, you know, it's just not for me yet.
I go into it maybe once a month. You know, I update it, you know, every time, and I make sure that I keep up to date with the South African scenery, but I don't fly it really. Interstate down there, wow. I'm gonna tell you something, I don't know if you heard it earlier, but I did tell the guys here with me. The weather and the flight dynamics in 5.1 here in P3D is much closer to explain than it used to be. It's actually exciting. You can feel things happen now, where in the past it was a game. I started noticing from about P3D 4.4, I think, things really started changing, and then it was 4.5, and now it's 5.1. The takeoff in this aircraft and the way it moves, look at the wind, it and all. It's real. It's really, really close to explain now.
Yeah, well, their weather, you know, with the Rex enhancements and active sky, I mean, the clouds, bar none, I mean, they're beautiful.
This is actually the new experimental atmosphere with their own clouds and all. I don't have any Rex here, but I do have active sky powering the weather. And if I switch back to the old default, you won't believe the difference. This is like manna from heaven. You know, it's totally fresh, wonderful weather system.
You know, I played with X Enviro because I've had it for years, and you know, I fired it up again, and it's not ready yet. It really isn't.
Okay.
You know, it looks good on the surface, but when it's a frame killer.
Oh
my god, it's a frame killer.
Yeah, I don't have it, so I've never had it. Can't say anything about it because I don't know any better. The one thing that is killing my frames right now is Vulcan, and we are speculating. We are literally speculating about 10 or more different things that it could be. When I go to OpenGL, it works perfect, no issue. But
I know, I saw this morning. I know you kind of turn it. You know what I've been doing? I've been going into X Organizer and shutting down all the scenery that I'm not going to use. Like if I'm flying in Europe, I'm shutting down all the U.S. scenery, all the Africa. I'm shutting everything down except where I am, and it seems to help me.
Yeah, that's what I started doing like 2 days ago. I started doing the same thing. I think I started about Friday, and it helps. It does help, but there's still some issues. Joe, I'm seriously thinking that some of the scenery, some of the scenery that I've bought, the developers have actually released patches that fixes issues with Vulcan, and I'm sure that not all the scenery guys have gone down that route yet. So we are sitting with things that aren't really compatible with Vulcan that we use, and that's why we don't see the problem in OpenGL. But because we're going to Vulcan, Porto is one instance. If I look towards, if I'm on runway 35 and I look down on runway 35 towards the end of 17 at the other side, my frames drop to 50% when I'm in Vulcan, and when my slider, my texture quality is one notch too high, dies. Then I pull the slider back once and then it's okay again. So there's a definite way I can show you what I'm talking about. And there must be more guys and more developers and more software in my sim that causes that.
I have the same issue. So the problem with the KWYS scenery, if they do an update, do they tell us? Not really. You don't get an email, you don't get any notification. Once in a while I go on the org and there's an update button. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I know the
on
one.
The top.
I know the one, yeah.
And I'll pop in there, and once in a while you will see an update for scenery, but more so than not, these guys are not updating it.
Yeah, I know. And I've got quite a few for P3 version 4. It's not compatible with 5, and I'm stuck. I think even it just won't work yet. Porto is one of them. I bought Porto for P3 as well. I can use it in 4, but not in 5. I emailed the guys, they haven't even responded. Nothing. No response.
I'll be right back.
Did I disconnect, or is everybody just really quiet?
7-9er Sierra automated weather
Very
observation.
quiet.
2047 Zulu. Wind 19er 9er at 10. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition clear. Temperature -5 Celsius.
My next
Dew point
waypoint, I'll tell you now.
Celsius. Altimeter 1027. 7-9er Sierra automated weather observation. 2047 Zulu.
ROS OE.
At 10. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition clear. Temperature -5 Celsius. Dew point -8 Celsius. Altimeter.
I'll tell you now. Sorry, I had to figure out if it was one of you spamming me with the ATIS or if it was me. So there you go. CHOTE. That's where I turn left. Thank you, Christer. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick note. Zibo has notified me that he has re-uploaded version 15. There were files missing. Please update your version 15 quickly.
Thank you, Nico. And we'll go there now.
Okay.
It's called at 15 new.
Yeah. Oh, come on, that's so irritating. I'm typing so wrong. Let me update my drive here as well quickly. Gents. Now I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. I've just been invited to another place, so I can't fly with you tonight. Damn it. Okay. Perks of being me. Okay. Okay, my Zebo is updated. I love how this thing automatically zooms in and out. Ooh.
So, first flight on Matson completed.
And how was it?
It was good. You know, for this scratch pad thing that I have, there's like this special pen kind of thing, and I don't know what. No, I always put it in the same place, but this time I didn't. And then, you know, the guy tells me before I even reported runway vacated, taxi to whatever, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to him, I'd love to repeat all that, but I can't find my pen, and he just had to laugh. Yeah, in fact, these guys were actually all quite social. I didn't have the impression that anybody was trying to talk down to me or something.
It's early days, just enjoy it while it lasts.
There was a bit of a chaos at one point where some, I don't know, what was the approach, yeah? There were people talking over each other and over him as well, and then at some point he got a bit loud and said, stop sending, you know? Because there were people talking over each other all the time, all of a sudden. And I think sometimes they need to have a button, a shut up everybody button.
Yeah.
But once he let everybody know that, there was discipline again.
Yeah. You know what? We get good days and bad days and all these things. I've been a member of IVEO since 2004, I think, and VATSIM since 2006. I don't know, I'm speaking under correction, but it's been years and years, okay? So we've had the good, the bad, the ugly, the wonderful, the beautiful, all those things. You're going to get it on all the networks. The clincher for me and IVEO is what the guys have offered us and the open arms they've received us. Okay, I can't say more than that because we're broadcasting live, but you understand there's a difference between what we get out of it compared to what we don't get out of it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys, it stands you free to fly on whatever network you want. The fact that you got your training here is something that makes me proud. You know, I'm grateful and wonderfully happy that you guys came, you got the education. Hopefully one day you can teach someone else, you know. But I'm not going to hold it against you if you want to fly on VATSIM. And I mean, if there's an event on VATSIM you want to do, by all means, you guys must feel free to do it. You know, just take it in that light. When we do our pilots group things, I'd just like to stick to IVEO as, you know, close as possible and as long as possible.
Well, I just wanted to have a look at IVEO to see if there's anything else, anything different, I mean.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that, Torsten.
What I do miss is in the pilot client, the option to just say in there, go Unicom, you know. You have to dial it in manually every time in the radio.
Yeah.
It's not so user-friendly, is it?
No, well, it is a bit different, but it works more or less the same way, just that this particular feature.
Yeah, I tried it too. It's more or less the same, but it's not so user-friendly, I find.
And you don't get the AU. There you have to type everything if you have to type it, or you have to speak it, or whatever.
Anyway, Erwin, I'm going to show you something.
Just lining up, wait.
Yeah, of course, just like earlier today, I was expecting runway 01, and then it was 25 left.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, butter is always good.
Yeah.
And I just hoped that there's not going to be so much blah blah, you know, when I try to land again.
And that was okay?
Yeah, it was okay.
How was your frames?
Oh, same thing, you know, over London area, they went down to like 29 or so. But maybe 5 minutes later, performance was back up about 40, 50 frames.
And flying Vulcan or OpenGL?
Vulcan.
Okay.
It's usually around 40 frames, and depending on the weather, it can also go 50, or sometimes even more than that. But the average FPS is around about 40-ish. Well, let's say, no, the average is probably 35.
Gotcha.
Are we going to do a group flight, Nico, or not?
I was semi-invited to another function just now. I just want to get myself out of it if I can. If I can't, I have to attend. Otherwise, yes, I think we'll do a nice group flight again.
At 4 Zulu or
1600.
it's 15.
1600.
16 Zulu.
See what
Because
the
it
time
says
is now.
because it says 1500 on your scheme.
Yeah, but there is no flight plan in there.
No, I know, but it says 1500.
Yeah.
I thought, oh,
This is now 1500 now, so it'll have to be in an hour at least for me to get onto the ground with this flight and set up.
But what I definitely can say about VATSIM is that the transmission quality is really good. I mean, there was one guy, some pilot, he had some kind of white noise going on, but everybody else was very clear.
Yeah, I don't know why you have a problem with your Aveo client. Mine is extra super loud and clear. I don't have issues with it. Really don't.
Could it be that there's more traffic on VATSIM than on Aveo?
It depends on time of day. Yes, it's possible.
There seems to be something wrong. KLM that looks like a TUI fly, a Ryanair that looks like a British Airways.
Happens. Their model matching isn't perfect. I haven't used this GPS in such a long time. I need to figure out how everything works again. I'm not gonna figure out VNAV now. I've got a broad idea how it works, but I'll play with it first.
Nico,
Mm.
have you got a jerry can of fuel you can pass over to me?
No.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to come close and siphon it out the wing. It's not a good sign. That doesn't sound good.
I haven't hit reserve yet. We've probably got about 11 gallons, 12 gallons, and we've got how long to go? 85 nautics. No, not gonna make it. Hold on, I found a bottle of whiskey.
As hy gooi hom.
Right, mountain range ahead.
Yeah.
What do we need to clear it?
You need to be 8,000, just over 8. Let's say 8.5 minimum.
Okay, I'm at 10.5.
Yeah, I'm also at 10.5. It's good. Bit of turbulence. I'm sitting reading Facebook. I didn't even see this rock and roll happening here. Wow, look at this mountain here. It looks so pretty. Wow. Actually looks really nice.
There is snow on them mountains. Oh.
Yep. Anthony, I see the descent is just before this Kilo India Victor Echo. That's where the top of descent is. I'm almost there. So approximately after this last peak, I'm gonna have to start to descend.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, what we got? 70 nautical miles. I'm still not in reserve, so I'll be fine.
Good.
By the way, Mr. X released a freeware scenery.
I posted it in freeware already last night when he did. You must check it.
Oh.
Did you see it? Did you see it, Torsten? Not the post, I'm talking about the scenery.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you must go
No, I
grab
haven't
it.
had a look at it yet. But yeah, I've got it. I've already installed it. I just forgot what the ICAO was for it.
I think it's RJTT or something. Can't remember. So something RJ.
RJCH.
Something like that. Oh no, but that's brilliant. Wow.
Yeah, I saw it in the news here, in the news feed.
Yeah. Ah, that is a spectacular airport. Bit of turbulence coming over these mountains. Anthony, how are you doing?
Nice. Little bit of a wing sway. Very slight. Very, very slight, but yeah, Sarah. I'm waiting for the next valley so I can start descending.
Yeah. Just be careful. The mountains will fall away and then you've got one more ridge to cross over.
I see that. But it looks like there's a bit of a dam, broad river just before our landing point.
Yes.
Which I'm going to follow. I'm a bit more to your left.
Got it. I don't know, this was a strange thing to fly this flight today, but I actually enjoyed it. This was really cool. Right, so I have 0 wind reported on P3D version 5 nearest. Okay, no, that is not gonna work for KGPI. KGPI, yeah, 235 at 0. Hang on, it's just updated as I'm reading it. 228 at 13. 228 at 13. What do we have for runways? We've got a 20. So we can land from east to west.
I'm back, so I'm just I'm watching this.
No worries. Then if you heard there's a new version 15 out, just update your Zippo again, please. The old version 15 was broken.
Okay, I'll do that as soon as I land.
Avian, where are you flying?
Madeira.
And you intend to land in this side of the runway?
Yeah, headwind 9. Headwind 5 now. When I went up, it had a headwind of 11 or something like that.
Oh no. Oops, there we go.
You almost landed under the table.
I lost my stream for a second. think that's what I'm gonna do. Once I go over the ridge, I'm going to go down over that dam, descend, and then turn into land, because we need to land from this side going west. Ah. Crester, he is flying. He's just a little bit to the west of me, but he's not. We're not flying online together. Come on, just slightly. Gonna pop the ears. Hungry Horse Reservoir. Okay. Swan River in Swan Lake. Awesome. Anthony, circuit altitude should be about 4,000. Landing altitude, airport's 2969.
Thank you. 2969.
Yep. Let's call it 3.
that was a tip.
Yeah, not me.
Beautiful country, huh?
Yeah, I was just thinking what it would be like to fly here for real, eh?
Where are you going into?
KGPI, it's called Glacier Park International.
Oops, I hope you got your permit. It's a restricted area, isn't it?
Well, I'm flying in between the mountains under the radar, and I'm going to use the neck there in front. There's like a little funnel to go through. I'll just stay low and, you know, we'll off at the radar. If you look at the radar image here, the ground radar, I'm right there in the middle between those two ridges. I doubt any radar on Earth is going to see me there.
Hey, Torsten.
That's something that Escobar would say.
Yes.
You thought I was landing underneath? Or too low?
For a moment it looked like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I did it on Madeira from the other side. I had the same feeling. There's something to do with yeah, those mountains beside it.
This is almost like you would think you were in Bella Coola.
Almost, huh? Do you know where this place is? It's just north of Yellowstone. We took off from Yellowstone, we flew to Bozeman. From Bozeman, we're now almost here at this place.
I was even a bit too high. See that?
Yeah, but from the cockpit it looked like if you go down any steeper you're gonna fly under that thing.
Yeah, if you come from the other side, you have got the same feeling.
That is the what we call the neck where I want to go through.
It's got a negative slope as well, so touching down gets harder from this side.
Do you have the correct scenery at least, Owen? The one with the pillars.
Yeah, Madeira. I've got the Madeira.
Yeah, but with the pillars.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets hard. It's get hard to get down from that side, because
yeah.
it's on slope.
Yeah, you must go watch the YouTube videos how the guys battle to land from that side and how the winds almost make them crash sometimes. It's
I've got,
scary.
I had 5 knots. Not so much.
I've watched Airbuses almost crash there because they come into land, the next moment they get like an air pocket. There's nothing holding them. They just
Yeah.
drop, and
Yeah.
that poor guy slams
Next to
that
those
throttle.
mountains, yeah. I
Yeah.
can see that, yeah. Just before the runway from that side, you've got an open area, and then suddenly those mountains in a slope. It's very dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
I felt something at the start of the runway as well, but it was a headwind. I couldn't get it down.
Yeah.
It floats, it floats, it floats, it keeps floating.
That's like at Quito when I landed there the other day. It just keeps you in the air. You have to battle your way down. Man, this looks amazing. Joey, imagine flying here for real, man. Can you imagine that?
I know. Oh, God.
It was anti-flaring.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Worry, auntie, I see it.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
You can't miss this along. This woman is just
Terrain
unstoppable.
ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead.
You made it. Wow, this must be such a sight to come through this place. Wow. Right, so we can almost go in straight.
No peppy lights, huh?
You or me?
Yeah, Madeira, no peppy lights on that side.
I don't know. Here's the runway. I've got peppy lights. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah, the peppy lights. Sorry, those peppy lights on Madeira. When they were there, they were too low. I'm gonna watch your stream.
Looks like you got a little wind, huh?
Yeah, a little
500.
bit. It's died mostly down. Fortunately, it's not as bad as the previous place. So all good. I love this new P3D 5.1 because it feels the wind and the reactions and the feeling of the aircraft is pretty much closer to X-plane now. Hello, Mark. Yeah, almost felt like I was going to hover there.
Nicely done.
Thank you, sir. That was always something in P3D version 4.3, I think was the last time we did this tour. This aircraft always bounced on landing. I could never ever not get a bounce. It was so irritating. And now they've really fixed it up nicely. Right, there we go. Wow. Looks like a really neat airport. Go in here. Tiller. Look at the water puddles on the ground. You see that? Huh?
Yeah.
Heck.
It's real wet, yeah.
Clean up.
Yeah, just like in X-plane KBWI.
KBWI?
Yeah, Baltimore.
The airport that I have there from, what's his name again?
Oh yeah,
Vertical.
you showed it. Yeah. That was really wet, yeah. But this is nice as well, huh?
Very. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm pushing the prop now. Doesn't look as if it's movable, you know, you don't get prop wash from it. Nope. I went almost full power there.
X-plane exaggerates it.
Yeah.
You know, it looks. I don't think it looks real.
No, I agree. I am just going to park right here, then we can have a bit of a look around. Welcome to Glacier Park, gentlemen.
I don't know if you guys ever watch Citation Max. You know who he is, right, Nico?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's got it. He's got it made. He's got that Citation jet. He goes all over with it.
Yeah.
He goes to all these places.
Yeah, no, I like watching Max.
The controllers in real life, they love him, like the New York guys, the Boston guys.
Yeah.
You know, they really like him.
Not a bad little airport, I tell you. This gives me the feeling that I wouldn't mind staying around these spots, you know. I don't know what you do for money here. Become a farmer or something. I don't mind, you know, to be here in this area. It looks so cool.
Yeah, it's got to be a big tourist attraction.
Joe, you do the books. I'll fly the chopper.
Got it. Affirmative.
Yay, Jordan. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice. I like what I see. Anyway, okay, well, that's it for the VFR tour for this weekend. I think I'm kind of made up. I think every Sunday afternoon I'm going to do as far as possible, obviously, I'm going to do a bit of this. And I might even do one during the week, you know, depending on holidays and things coming up now. I'd love to finish this tour. Let me quickly show you the flight plans, and then you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about. Display capture. Right, so that is the total flight plan. Everything below the aircraft on this track is done. We've completed this. So now I need to fly the rest of the track in the direction of the aircraft nose. So it's going to come down this way and all the way zigzag up, you know, past Seattle. There's Orcas Island. Then we go to Ballacoola, Stewart, Ketchikan, and Juneau. So there's a lot of flying remaining. But the rest we've done. Okay. All right. But what's the time now? It's almost 6. Guys, I don't know if I really have the energy to fly immediately. If I'm going to fly again, it'll be in about an hour's time. So if you guys don't want to wait for me, please feel free. Put something together and go. I'll see what happens in a few minutes. My wife just came home, so I need to go say hello anyway. If something happens, we'll do a Zebo somewhere. Otherwise, feel free to put something together and go.
Okay, catch up.
Yeah, for Nico, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.